Hi guys, this is Juno. Welcome back to my channel, Giving to Give Ministry. It is so good to be back. Welcome back. Welcome to those who are new subscribers. I'm so happy you guys subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much. And for those of you that have still been watching my videos, even though I have not been uploading new ones, I'm really grateful. So thank you so much. As you can see by the title of my video, it's how he comforted me through a dream, and I hope that this is going to be something that will comfort you guys as well. For those of you that are in a period of waiting in your life, you've been praying about something and you're just waiting on God, like, Lord, please, I need this. So I hope this encourages you guys, something that pushes you forward in your trust in God and in your faith in God and in your waiting. Not just waiting patiently without murmuring, because I think that is one thing we Christians, we like to do a lot. We wait, but we murmur all day long as we wait. So I'm not going to talk too much. I'm just going to go straight into the video. And forgive my niece and nephew, they are making noise in the next room, but I hope that won't be too much of a distraction. So let's just get right into it. A few months ago, my best friend and we decided to, I won't say we decided, I believe God moved us to start fasting, or to consider fasting in the month of June, starting the month of June, because we had reached the middle of the year and we're looking back like, oh, this year's just flown by so fast. We have so many plans, we have so many goals, we're growing up, we're women, and we have so much things we're hoping the Lord does for us, and we don't know, we can't do this in our own strength, in our own wisdom. We need to be seriously praying about these things, so let's start fasting. So we committed to fast every month from the month of June until this coming December, God willing. And we set aside 3 days to be fasting and praying. So the first month it was just myself and her, we prayed and we fasted. And the second month we actually had a larger group of ladies join us. Right now we are about over 10, I believe, that we fast and pray together. So this is also just a reach out if anybody is interested in joining our little group of prayer warriors. We pray for each other. We are on a WhatsApp group. Feel free to text me in the comments below, and I can be able to add you on the WhatsApp group, whereby we can chat, we can pray for each other 3 days every month. That's all. And we started praying, and one of the things that we were praying for, I wasn't so into it because I was like, I think I just didn't have the faith to pray about it at the time, was relationships. And I prayed about it a lot the last fasting that we had. I really decided to commit to God regarding this issue. And I think my problem was waiting. I was just thinking, Lord, I'm waiting on you to do something at least by the end of the year. I know we're not supposed to give God a time limit, but the whole reason we started this fast is because I really wanted God to see just God work in my life this year, and for me to look back at this end of the year to look at what God has done for me, not just things that I can see, but spiritually as well. And I can honestly say I can see God, how he is moving in my life spiritually, mostly. And we prayed about this whole relationship thing. So with my best friend, we would talk about it, would encourage each other, because she's also single. And we do believe that, it's not just a matter of getting a boyfriend or just getting anybody for the sake of being in a relationship, but to have that person who is really God-given. And obviously with our human short-sightedness, we might think this person is the right one, this person is the wrong one, or this person is right, but only really God knows the heart of a person. So hence why also we wanted to fast, so that God may help us not to walk in our own wisdom. And after we prayed about it, we decided to increase the number of times we pray. And we had this conversation after this last fasting that we had. Now, my friend and I, for us to decide to increase the number of times we pray, I mean that in a day. It is said that it is encouraged that if you're considering or contemplating on getting in relationships, you need to pray more than you do. So if you pray once a day, raise it up a notch, maybe twice, 3 times a day. So we decided, okay, we'll add two more times to the number of times we already pray in a day. So for myself, that would mean 5 times a day. And I believe for her as well. And we agreed on the time so that we would be praying together at the same time, even though she's in another country. We would still, by faith, be praying together for each other at the same time. Now, she had been trying to encourage me that, even though we feel like God is delaying, let's just have faith in Him. Let's look at the examples in the Bible for people like Abraham. We have people who waited a long time, and the amazing thing is that God gave them more than what they expected. The things that they were waiting for, there was an added blessing to it after God actually gave it to them. And God does things in His timing. Now, that is what I did not want to hear. I did not want to hear the whole God does things in His timing. Now, as a Christian, I believe that. But when you really want something and you're trying to say, okay, let's get it moving, Lord, that's the last thing you want to hear. And she was like, just be patient. And I'm like, I'm patient. I just don't want to believe that I'm going to be praying all this time and God is just going to be like, wait, in my times, relax. I didn't want to believe that. So it so happened that after the first 2 days of us praying more times than we normally do in a day, I went to bed, and I had a dream. And I'm sorry, it's taking so long to just get to the dream. I'm sorry. I'll get better at this storytelling. And I had a dream. And now in this dream, it was my best friend and myself. We were in a car. And here in the States, the steering wheel is on the left side of the vehicle, while in my country it's on the right. So in my dream, it was on the left, but my best friend was helping me steer the wheel. It was like we were helping each other driving. And there was another person in the back, another friend of ours. Or it was another friend of mine, I should say. Anyway, we're driving, we're navigating properly, and we knew that ahead of us, like maybe 2 minutes or 3 minutes ahead of us, there was an accident. And it was a really bad accident. We knew that a lot of people had died. But before we got there, a minute before arriving, the car in front of us had an accident right in front of us. It slammed with another vehicle, and there were people on the sides of the road, and everybody was just looking in amazement and in awe. Have you ever been at an accident site whereby there's been a tragic accident, a lot of casualties? You can sense that there's a different vibe in the air, just this quietness. You can even feel the fear and the death in the air. I don't know if that makes sense, but I could feel how I could feel the fear, the quietness, and just the sense, the death around us. And as we were getting out of the car, my best friend had to get out of the car because I needed to reverse to make way for the people to carry the bodies of those that had died in the 2 accidents that were right in front of us. And as we were turning to look, I asked, is there a casualty in the accident that just happened right now? And we're told, yeah, there's been a casualty. I think 1 person died. And I was really I was in shock. And distinctly I heard a voice say, that could have been you if you were 1 minute early. And I knew from that dream. Anyway, to finish off the dream, we backed off. We ended up going another route, my best friend and I and the other friend, and we moved along, and we were fine basically. But after that dream, I got the impression that that was really the answer. that was really God just giving me the answer to my fretfulness, my anxiety, my trying to rush him into giving me a husband or into getting me into a relationship. I did not want to believe that the delay was for my good, that God is delaying me being in a relationship or meeting my husband right now for my own good. It did not make sense to me before this dream. It did not make sense to me that this is a good thing. How can the delay be good for me? But most of the times when God is delaying into giving us something that we really want, it is always to protect us, not to harm us. It might not be a relationship, it might be a job, it might be something even so small that you're thinking, what could be the harm in this? But God, He is the one who sees in the future. We are so short-sighted. From where we're standing, God has a better view than we do. And I just want to encourage those people that are waiting, that are in the season of waiting in their lives, that if there is a delay, just know that God has a purpose for it. God knows why He's withholding what you need right now. God knows why He's withholding maybe it might even be financial issues. God knows why He's delaying in providing that for you. And after that, I was so thankful. I was like, Lord, I am so sorry that I was so caught up in what I want that I forgot that you care about me and you love me so much that you're trying to protect me. If I rush myself into a situation, or if I rush you into giving me something, it will end up not being a blessing, it will be a curse. If you remember in Exodus, the Israelites were really on God's case, like, give us meat, we're tired of this manna that you've been feeding us, we want meat, we want the onions and the leeks we used to eat in Egypt. And God gave them their heart's desires, but with that He sent a leanness into their souls, and it brought about diseases. Many of them died because of this. So I was so grateful that God gave me this dream and just opened my eyes to the fact that He is allowing me to be in this process, in this situation of delay for my good, for my protection, not because He wants to rob me of any good thing. And I was grateful that, Lord, thank you for not giving it to me even while I have been impatient, even when I have been on your case, like, give me this, give me this. I'm grateful that you did not succumb to my complaints all this time that I've been doing this. And I know that the time that He will give it to me will be a blessing, not a curse. So I know that a lot of ladies, especially Christian women, we go through life and we reach a certain age and we're thinking, Lord, I'm ready for a spouse now. I'm ready to settle down and to serve you with my husband. But let's just be patient and wait on God. I know that sounds so, that expression has probably been repeated to the point whereby it might sound like a broken record, but there is something that some quotes that I'll read for you and I'll put up regarding waiting on the Lord. And I do hope that this video finds you well, and if you are on the verge of making a decision in your own wisdom, that you will make a pause and you will go back to God in prayer and ask Him what He would have you do. And if it is not His time, then I would suggest you wait. The result of that impatience and you wanting your way and you having your way might not seem evident right now, as in the negative side of it. It might be 2 years from now and you might wonder, why is this happening now? But yet you had rushed God. So this is something I just wanted to share, and I'm grateful to God that I'm able to share with you guys these things. This is something I'm also going through, so if I'm able to share with you to encourage somebody, praise be to God. And from Given to Give Ministry, I hope to see you next time, guys. God bless, and Stay faithful and be patient in your delay. Bye.